Hello, everybody. Now, you can see I got the tie on. We got the Top Hollow music going on in the background. You know what that means. It's a pretty big time because we got some Pokemon Sleep news. Now, look at this. We got a Growth Week event. So exciting. That's kind of a joke. This is exciting. Don't get me wrong. Growth Week is cool. I probably wouldn't be making a video about it if it was just Growth Week, though. Growth Week, we've had them in the past. Cool event, pretty useful, but kind of more of a non-event, just like something that happens, passive. I'm happy to see it again, like I said, but I would not be making an event video about this specifically, because this is more of an afterthought compared to the other major news they just dropped. Now, I do want to kind of touch on Growth Event, because it was dropped at the same time. It's the same as all of the Growth Events that we've had. Helper Pokemon Sleep XP is multiplied by 1.5. Candies gained from the first sleep session research of the day times 1.5. That's pretty cool. Pretty nice. I'm probably going to Old Gold Power Plant because that's where I'm always at. Pretty much all I have to think about this event. It's Volume 3. It's the same as the last two times. But what is exciting is, oh my gosh, this is possibly the biggest news that we have genuinely received in the last quite a while, actually. I don't even know how long. I would say probably since Raiku's announcement, since they announced legendary events. Crazy stuff in this here, and you kind of have to read between the lines, because at first it's like, oh, interesting, neat, nothing's really happening, but then you read some like little things in here, and you realize just how big that actually is. Primarily these points in long-term development, but let's get into what's going on. Now, Future Features and Adjustments Volume 5. Future Features and Adjustments, this is when they announced the game changes, the balancing adjustments, the big things. And what's new? News about what's to come. So, prepping for a new event, holiday event. Don't know what that's going to look like. We all kind of assumed that around the holiday season, it would look the same as Christmas of last year. We had a holiday event last week, but they say it's a new event, so I guess they're doing something different this year. I actually don't... Let's see if I can find the Christmas event from last year. It was a pretty nice event. Oh, wow. Oh, that wasn't... There's New Year's. Christmas event last year was... Pretty much Dream Shard boost was most of what it was. Holiday 2023. Yeah, they said Holiday 2023. Double Dream Shard research was kind of what it was last year. That was pretty neat. They introduced Abomasnow and Delibird. They added the Candy Boost, was a brand new feature. This was the first time they ever used it. And yeah, that's pretty much all it was just... They added the Holiday Pikachu, they added Delibird, they added... They increased spawn rates for Ice types and for Delibird, even though it's not an Ice type in this game, it's a Flying type. But it was new, so they increased the spawn rate for it. And it's also like the Santa Pokemon, so like if you didn't include it, that'd be kind of weird. Even if Doduo's not increased. But yeah, that's what it was last year. But this time they're saying preparation for a new event, holiday event. That sounds like they're doing something different. It's also just called Holiday Event instead of like Holiday 2024. Maybe it's going to be different than last year. I hope not, because I always need Dream Shards. Not every player is in the same place as me with that. But personally, I wanted to see this again. But if it's different, it's different. Currently in development, I think these are really cool and really interesting. They're working on making Ditto and Mime Jr. and Mr. Mime to have unique skills, Transform skill copy and Mimic skill copy. They're apparently going to work differently and adds a bit more uniqueness to them. I especially like that for the Mr. Mime, because maybe it'll give it something over the Victory Bell. Before it was kind of just a worse form of Victory Bell. Having the weaker of the skills, in my opinions, for an ingredient specialist. But I'll be interested to see how this works. Like, maybe Transform is going to be like they copy another skill on one of the other team members, and then for the day, it procs whatever skill that is or something. I don't know. Or maybe Mimic is like they just mimic one skill from another member on the team. That'd be pretty neat. Pretty cool. Might give them a little more flexibility, a little more uniqueness. Mr. Mime and Ditto have kind of been... meh Pokemon in the meta of this game, so seeing them get a little something extra, pretty cool. And also, that's a new skill. Skill copy We don't know anything about that. You can kind of assume what it does based off the name skill copy. Um, but we don't know for sure. So I'll be interested to see how that is applied, and that's cool. And also number of teams you can register on the edit team screen. That is something that a lot of players have been asking for, and they're giving it. Also, we're all just getting 10 Poke Biscuits, 1,000 sleep points, 2 Dream Shard M, and 20 Handy Candy S. Just because. Showing them as a token of their gratitude. I think Pokemon Works is very... I think they're recognizing that a lot of the reasons why Select Button was praised so highly was because they constantly showed their appreciation for the community by... Anytime there was like a bug or an issue like that, they would like give out a gift saying sorry for doing this. Or they gave out, like, anytime they got an award or something, they just give out a gift as a thank you to the community for investing in them. And if you think about it, this stuff is effectively free for the company. These rewards are just ones and zeros to them, and the fact that they're willing to give it out is awesome. I love these devs. Pokemon Works is putting in, and this is a good sign for the Pokemon Works so far. I hope this continues. Not because we need free stuff. It's never about the free stuff, but it's about just feeling appreciated by the devs. They're showing that they're continuing on in the way that Select Button did for us. So, but the really cool stuff, the stuff that I've been, like, mentioning, but not really talking about yet. Addition of a mode that allows various kinds of Pokemon to shine. We are currently developing a challenging new mode where various kinds of Pokemon can participate. What does that mean? I don't know. But a new challenge mode. My gosh, that could change the meta so much. What if, say... What if this means that there's a new challenge mode where you can only use, like, rock-type Pokemon? Suddenly Sudowoodo actually has a purpose, over Ampharos. Like... What does that mean? What's going to be the restrictions? Because... of a mode that allows certain kinds of Pokemon to shine. Ideally, like, that sounds like adding a mode that allows various kinds of Pokemon to shine. Like, I don't know. It's just worded very weirdly and vaguely, and I think that's very intentional. But where various kinds of Pokemon can participate, that sounds like they're going to be adding more Pokemon that can only participate in this thing. But in my opinion, that kind of sounds more like they're going to be restricting which Pokemon you can use to encourage more interesting and, like, more interesting team building, which is wild. A new challenge to players who have... It makes it so that you can't just raise a team of, like what I've done with Old Gold Power Plant. Just raise a team of 3 Raichus and a Gengar, and then be like, okay, I'm set for Old Gold Power Plant all the time. Because what if you want to succeed in the challenge mode? What if it bans Raichu? I don't know what I would do at Old Gold Power Plant if I don't have Raichu, and that is a unique new challenge. And it keeps the game fresh and interesting for long-term players that have those really powerful Pokemon, because now there's reasons to hunt those Pokemon that are weaker or that might apply in that way. Just so cool, so unique. But then really interesting, development of a new event, stylistically different from existing events. We are preparing a new event where all researchers' drowsy power will help complete it. Once again, that could mean a lot of things. All researchers, does that mean everybody in the world? Everybody in the world's drowsy power contributes to the contribution to the event and how well we all do to get different gifts for all of us. Doesn't mean that you form like a cooperative group. Like, where within your cooperative group, you all have to surpass a certain drowsy power. Like, so many different things. Basically a new game, almost. They're basically announcing a new game, almost, here. That just uses this as a base game. Which is, like I said, they're not just giving us new skills, keeping the same game. Pokemon Works could easily just keep going on by sticking with the formula they got. Events laid out pretty well. We enjoy the events. It's basically just free stuff. Like, the Pokemon, all they really have to do to satisfy us with the Pokemon is just make new Pokemon that are new and interesting. And don't necessarily... like, make new Pokemon that are new and interesting and have sort of unique usage. That's fun and new and interesting. It gives us a reason to hunt them. But man, this is like completely adding a whole nother layer to it possibly. However, something to note, it does say points in long-term development. Who knows when this is going to be coming out. The last time that I could think that I saw points in long-term development was when they mentioned like points in long-term development in like, I want to say they mentioned it in like October or November. They said something about like, thinking about a new island. Didn't come out till January, so it was like months down the road. That's probably the same sort of way for this. We might not see this until, honestly, if it's the same way as that, we might not see this till January. But that's okay. This is cool. I'm excited, very excited. Yeah, and yeah, and you just gotta log in before February 2nd, before Groundhog's Day, to get this free gift. But yeah, I'm excited to see what comes out. So, also it says to be implemented in the next update. We don't know when that's gonna be, so this is probably gonna be closer to Christmas time, since it's preparation for the holiday event. But it also says partial list, which means there's something they're hiding from us. Probably new Pokemon, new Christmas-themed Pokemon. But we'll see what's all coming. I'm very excited, as you can tell. I'm always excited with this game. I think the devs are genius devs, very caring for their community, very happy to be where they're at. So, yeah. Thank you for playing Pokemon Sleep. And devs, if you're watching this, which I doubt you are, I highly doubt you are, since also it's primarily a Japanese-based company, but thank you. Thank you for being good devs. We really do appreciate it. Anyway, if you have enjoyed the news update, thank you for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. I always appreciate it. And as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.